Good morning. I am Sue Pickering, certified soul coach practitioner, intuitive psychic reader, and I am here to do a reading for you today, and we will see what Spirit has to say for each one of us. Ooh, the first card that flew out was travel. I am feeling like some of you are moving from one destination to the other, whether it's through actual move or if it is through your work, personal life. You are shifting, you are moving from one place to the other. They're telling me that this is just the start of something. And for some of you, you may be traveling for work, and you know yeah, they're just showing me this is just the start of it. They're showing me this is just a glimpse of what is coming for you. This shift, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. So they're saying get packed and get ready, because things are going to start moving a lot faster for you. And it's going to be beautiful. They're showing me these sun rays. They're showing me these rays coming down and shining on you. And for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel, possibly for you just to see the blessings that are put upon you, that it might be the light being shone for you to be seen now, if that's an aspect that you've been seeking for. And they're just saying you don't need much to go. You don't need um you don't need a lot to pack a lot for where you're going. It's like we just need the basics, is what they're showing me. Okay, 3 of Cups, beautiful, and the 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. So like the 3 of Cups is celebration. It is all about for me, when they show me the 3 of Cups, it's about community, celebration. It's about you. Finally, it's about you getting to where you're wanting to go, finally getting that vacation, finally getting that move that you've been asking for, and because you've been working hard for it. And all this hard work is starting to pay off with the 10 of Pentacles. That is all about, everything coming to fruition. If you notice, there's a castle right here. Your castle is like within view now. Your destination is within view. They're telling me through this shift to be gentle with yourself, to be in a space where you are just doing your best. You are moving in the direction that you want to go, not to judge yourself, not to hold yourself to a standard because it hasn't happened yet. Does not mean that you are not worthy of it. It does not mean that you can't reach your destination, all of that. Okay. They're also telling me that there's an aspect of someone or an animal that is been there for you, that you can be that they are a confidant for you, um, in trusting where you're going and how you're feeling. So I don't know if someone has a pet that they talk to, continue having that support, or a best friend, or something that you truly trust, that you can feel like you are protected around them. Grandfather, number 4. So this is the Emperor. And they're just saying that you're now ready to leave the tribe. You're now ready to leave to get to the next destination. Okay, that could be your home. But they're just telling me to tell you to break free from the things that you are, how do I say this, that you are associated with, to be your own person. Sometimes we are with a group of people, or we are with certain people, or because we feel like we need them for the stability. We need them for not a crutch, but we are part of something. But now they're saying that you could break free now. Now you have all the skills you need to be your own person, to not be underneath someone else's umbrella, I guess is what they're saying. Okay. So, and if you're moving, it's like, great, you're moving on into be, your own little nest that you can build, your own home, for your own satisfaction. I can't even speak today. Anyway, um, and for some of you, this does mean travel, and this means traveling in your own way, going to the places that you truly desire because you've worked hard for it. You've worked hard to get to where you're going and where you are at. Okay. 10 of water, 10 of cups, total fulfillment. Don't be scared to step into your own abilities, your own path, because that is where the fulfillment is. Okay. There's an aspect for some of you that there's some worry here, some worry, there's an aspect of lack of security, maybe where you're going, and maybe it's, you need to just see and know and trust that your abilities are enough to get you through that space of feeling like it's not going to be what you think it is. Okay. They're just showing me there's something about a ripple effect. So because you've been working hard, it's created a ripple effect, and maybe you don't even know it. You don't even know when you say something to one person that it creates something within them that they hold on to forever, and it shifts their life in a positive way. Just know you are that person. You are that person that can create the ripple effect in anything you do. Okay. I had to sneeze. I had to pause the video. Sorry. Whew. Um, but they're just showing me that the sun is the sun is shining, and for you to step down the next path of your own accord, of your own. There's just something more that you need to see about yourself. There's something more that where there's going to be some more self-discovery on this vacation. If you're going on a vacation, there's something more you're going to discover about yourself or about a situation or something that's happening in your life. But they're showing me that on this destination, if you're not traveling and you're just, there's movement in your life in some aspect, there's something more you are going to learn on this destination. There's something more that you are going to self-discover, and this is about something within yourself. This is a gift, this is a talent, this is knowledge, this is, whatever, something within you that you are going to discover and step into, and it be something of your own skills. Okay. You're breaking free. 9 of Wands. You're breaking free of, what was holding you back before. And this aspect of being in with certain people, or, it's not for you to leave. If you've been in a group, it's not for you necessarily to leave the group, but it's necessary for you to see your own skills, to be on, a branch of your own, and you can still be with those people, those things, but there's an aspect here for you to see that you are enough without being under someone else's umbrella. I hope that makes sense. I'm just trying to, they're just showing me that you are keeping yourself small by holding yourself back. And it's not that you can't, okay. It's an aspect here that you just don't see that you can be on your own. It's like, how do I say this? It's like you working in a restaurant, and your dream is to own your own restaurant, and you're working here, and you're like, your dream is still pulling you in that direction, but you feel you don't have enough, or you don't feel that it's a fear that you might not succeed. What if, right? And there's just an aspect here that you are needing to really step into your abilities, because it is going to be a success. That's what this 10 of Pentacles is about. This is about you working toward your success. And then with the Emperor and the Buffalo here, the Buffalo is about moving in the direction of your own accord, as well as through through the storm, through anything, because it's like, put your head down and you got this. Okay, you're going to come out on the other side as a success. There's just something that is holding you back from really truly stepping in and being who you need to be on this journey that you are on, and seeing that you don't need to be using someone or something as a crutch. Okay, that's what they're telling me. It's a crutch. It is something that you are leaning on that you really don't need to do anymore. At one point, yes, you needed to learn, you needed to grow, you needed that support, but now you're all ready to break free and let go of that crutch, and like, take off the training wheels in some aspects. Okay, 5 of Swords, and it came out reversed. Okay, 5 of Swords. So don't be afraid to, don't be afraid to don't be afraid to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Don't be afraid to clean up the things within that no longer is needed. 5 of Swords, like, it is conflict. It is chaos, clutter, uh, letting go of the things that you need to let go of. Okay, and knowing that you're not alone. They're showing me you're not alone on this journey. Just because you're breaking free and letting go of the crutch does not mean that you don't have another leg to stand on, or some other ability, or because they're showing me that there's something more that you are going to be seeing within yourself that you maybe didn't even know. Okay, you're coming out of the cold. There's a space of fear here. There's a space of worry. There's a space of healing. There's a space of hurt here, and you've done all of this, and they're showing me that don't get stuck in this heartache. Don't get stuck in this pain. Don't get stuck in an aspect of, what if I get hurt again? If this is about moving into a new relationship, what if I am going to be, in pain and suffering and being out in the cold? They're just saying, with the 5 of Pentacles, they're out in the cold, but they don't even realize that there's this beautiful cathedral. They just have to lift their head and look up, and instead of just keep walking and trudging by. But they're just saying that to get out of that mindset that it's not going to work, or what if it doesn't, because when we have a mindset of we're there, we're moving toward it, we're working hard. That's the 10 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Cups is celebrating your own abilities, celebrating your gifts, celebrating who you are, and knowing that it's going to work out. This emotional happiness is just going to be there for you when you step into it fully. But you have to be able to be in an aspect that you believe and trust, and know that things are going to evolve the way they need to, because you're ready. Okay, don't complicate things. Allow things, this is simplicity. Don't complicate things. Allow things to be what they are in this moment. And we don't have to overcomplicate things and bring out, things that aren't even important. Like I said, you only need to pack the things that are necessary, not the things that are going to complicate things, not the things that are going to make things harder. Sometimes or how's that saying? Less is more. And that's what they're showing me. Don't pack the baggage from your old thought patterns into this new pattern, okay? Or into this new way. Community, and that's what I was saying before, celebrating yourself, having the right people around you, supporting you. But they're showing me this beautiful, beautiful butterfly just emerging. And, when I imagine a like, we talk about caterpillar and the butterfly, but imagine opening up your, coming out of the chrysalis and not knowing where you're at, but you see the sunshine, right? So you just keep opening up and keep moving toward the sunshine. And you just know what you need to do when you get on the path, because you've simplified everything and you've not made it complicated, okay? But there's beautiful community around you, okay? There's beautiful people around you. And even though you've broken free from some aspect of your life to move forward, whether that's a group or whatever that is, but you still have the people around you. You've broken free, but you're still part of something, okay? The Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant. Beautiful. There's that buffalo again, but they're showing me there's an aspect here that you're worried that you're not skilled enough. There's something holding you back, that it's like, yes, I have these skills. Yes, I need to move forward, but there's a fear here. There's still a piece of fear for you to step forward into, that is going to break you free of no limits. It's going to break you free to realize that you don't need to pack a whole bunch of things with you, and you can simplify things, okay? There's an aspect here that you're worried that you don't know enough. You're worried that you maybe not skilled enough because you see other people, and then there's that space of, oh wow, look at how much they know. I would love to be a teacher like them, but I don't feel that I have enough knowledge. But you do. But you do. Okay. This is what they're showing me. You have all of this. And to just step in, you don't know unless you step, right? You don't know what that's about unless you step. I just dropped some cards. Okay. We have yin and time for a nap. So this is telling me that there's an aspect here that you need to make sure you continue to take care of yourself, to listen to your body, listen to what spirit is telling you. And sometimes we lose track of that as we continue to work hard. We get so focused, and they're saying it's now time to let go of that deep focus and take care of you. Make sure that you are, stepping back when you need to step back, and just enjoy life. Hope, if we don't have hope, we don't, like, hope is, hope and faith are just, uh, if you ever lose hope or faith, there's nothing left, right? If we don't have hope and faith that something is going to change in our world, uh, if we're wanting change and creating that change, then it's never going to happen. We always have to have that, I believe that I'm going to be a success. If not, are you ever going to be a success? Because you're not doing the things that are creating that. Okay. That's an aspect. But they're just saying that things can change. And if you are afraid, ask yourself, what is it that I'm afraid of? Where am I not seeing my skills? Where am I not seeing my abilities? What do I need to let go of to simplify, to see myself as a success, or whatever this is? Physical strength and embody forgiveness. So there's an aspect here of that you maybe haven't, sometimes we can have fear and not step into something. So then you go to a crutch, right? and then we go, oh man, I should have done this, or I should have done this years ago, or, then we're holding ourselves in a space of judgment, in a space of that we need to let go of the forgiveness of ourselves. And this is what I'm feeling. There's something with forgiveness about yourself, or, you're moving into, away from something into something else. Why did I stay so long in this career? Why did I stay so long in this relationship? And then we start judging ourselves and making ourselves wrong for what we didn't choose, or what we didn't do or did do. There's an aspect here for you to let that go. It's like, it's not, simplify, let go of it, allow yourself to be grateful for what you see now that you're able to move on. I am so grateful now. I see my abilities for me to go into my own business, or, however that relates to your world. But it's letting it go and seeing the gratitude in who you are today, not holding on to who you were or what you've chosen in the past, or, why do I have this fear? Now I'm holding on to, not being able to forgive myself because I didn't step in quick enough, or I didn't travel soon enough, or whatever that might be. Okay. They're just showing, this says protector on the bottom here, physical strength protector. They're just showing me, okay. They're showing me that there's this aspect of there's this fear. There's this fear that something might not work out, or there's some kind of fear here that's set in, but they're telling me you need to have hope and faith, and know that if something was negative was directed at you, or something that was not going to work out, whatever this fear is, they're telling me that you are protected, that there's nothing that is going to harm you. There's nothing that is going to, nothing or no one is going to harm you, because you have these skills. She's holding this snake. She's holding the snake, and she's protected, but she has this arrow. So all she has to do is pull out her skills. All she has to do is pull out, whatever it is, and she's got an arrow. She can kill it if something is after her. So this is that aspect of protection, okay? And sometimes we don't realize we have these fears, but if we never okay, if we step into something, and if we can go in with the aspect of saying, you know what, if something does happen, I know I have the confidence. I have the ability to protect myself, to not only just protect myself, but to have the skills to know what to do. So when and if something does happen, I can fix it. I can create something to make it happen, to make it work out. It's I don't know how to explain this. This is like you going out camping for the first, I'll use that for an example, camping for the first time. And it's like, what if I don't know how to build a fire? What if I don't know? What if I can't unhook my trailer? What if, or set up my tent, however that looks. Okay. But it's like, until you get there, you won't know unless you get there, right? If you can build your tent, if you can build a fire, right? Because you're learning these skills, and you know that, when you start building something, and all of a sudden you go, I need to go get some of this, and you bring it, and I need this, and you bring it in. There's just this aspect of being able to use your mind and your knowledge and your skills when you get in the position of needing your skills, that you will be able to just do it. Okay, that's what they're showing me. I hope that makes sense. But there's something here for you to see yourself as, and know that you will be able to figure it out when you get there, instead of not going, and because you don't know if you'll be able to figure it out, but you will be able to clear out the old. And this is old thought patterns. This is old thinking. This is opening your eyes to something that is bigger and better than what you ever can imagine, with this moving on. And this is just, like I said, this is just the start of it. This is just the beginning. This door is barely even open. This is waiting for you to fully open the door, because behind that door is something bigger and better. Okay. You are, they're telling me you hold this key, and things are going to happen in divine timing when you walk through this door. It's like learning a skill, and until you can master that and take off the training wheels, that is when things are going to start really rolling. When we take off our training wheels, we as soon as we take off our training wheels, we're going faster and faster and faster, and we're getting better and better, and we get our balance better and better, and that's just how it goes. And but if we continue to hold on to those training wheels, we're in this space of fear, we're in this space of unknown, and we're holding ourselves back from our freedom. Okay. I hope all this made sense. The analogies that they show me is just crazy, but anyway, yeah, continue to step into who you are. It's beautiful. And I hope you all have a magical day. Today is a big day in Canada, and it's going to be what it is. And I have hope that there's going to be some changes happening. And thank you for everything, and have a beautiful day. Much love.